It's all about focus. I don't care who you are, where you're from, doesn't matter. It's having a focus.
Titles for the Los Angeles Lakers, a three-peat and a sweep.
At this pace, you'll never become successful because you're unwilling to focus and just do the work. Why the hell did you click on this video? With a bullshit title, just do the work now. If you're watching my videos or if you're subscribed to my channel and you haven't put in a couple of hours of work into your business or you haven't even gone to the gym yet, mark this video to watch later. Stop watching the damn video and go get shit done. How many videos is it gonna take for you to watch to understand what you actually have to do? You already know what to do, you just don't want to. I'm here to tell you right now, the motivation is never gonna come. The feeling that you're just gonna get up one day and do well and excel at whatever it is that you're trying to do is never gonna come. People don't just wake up and fall into success. You must focus and concentrate and put effort into whatever it is that you want. There's a quote that I just heard that I think perfectly exemplifies the difference between successful people and non-successful people. And it goes like this: a distracted genius will never outwork a focused fool. You can be an expert in any type of industry, field, or profession that you want, but if you're not focused and dialed in, doing exactly what you're supposed to do on a daily basis, you will lose 10 times out of 10 to a person who just has purpose and passion in whatever it is that they're trying to learn or do. You could be a professional at it, you could be a mentor at it, but somebody who just happened to find this one day and found out that they really like doing it, they will sink their all into it because this is what they're about. This is their purpose. Think about basketball players or any type of sports players. Do you really think they had the dream of becoming professional and going to the league for the money and the millions? No, more than likely it's simply because they love the game. I could bet you anything Kobe Bryant didn't sit in his bedroom at 10 years old saying, I want to become a basketball player because I can make all this money and get hot chicks. No, it's because he had love for the game. He was willing to do anything and everything to excel at it and become better. It just so happened he started playing for his high school team. It just so happened he got drafted into the league. It just so happened that he's one of the best players to go down in history playing basketball. His purpose and passion drove him to become great. That's the difference between somebody who goes into the league for materialism and petty reasons compared to somebody who goes into the league or any other profession for actual purpose and passion. It's not a chore for them to do the work. It's not a chore for them to stay up late grinding, researching, doing anything and everything in order to get better because they really love the game that much, or they really love that profession that much, or they really want to help people that much.
Simple. It's like whatever you're doing at that moment is what you're doing at that moment. You know, it's like that's where the obsessiveness is having the attention to detail for the action that you are performing at the time you're performing it. And if you can have that kind of focus, you can't help but to have a certain level of obsession or attention to detail.
Where the fuck is the passion? If you really want this, you would do whatever is necessary in order to get it, no matter what. You will sacrifice anything and everything to get what you really want, because all this stuff that you already have, all this stuff that you have going for yourself doesn't compare to where you want to be and to what it is that you're fighting for and striving for. Back in 2018, when I had my first weight loss transformation ever, I did anything and everything in order to get and achieve that. Woke up at 5 o'clock every morning. I did a 30-minute HIIT workout. I lifted weights for 30 minutes, went to school, got out of school, went directly to work, and didn't eat my first meal until around 6-7 o'clock. And I still had homework to do. I still had to study and do all these other things. It's because I had that drive. I had that need to get the fuck out of my current situation. You have no idea the feeling of working at a dead-end job, working in a warehouse, working in a factory where everybody is a layman. Everybody has this small mindset where this is what they're gonna do for the rest of their lives and they can't see anything bigger than themselves. Their life simply has no meaning. And I don't blame them. But at a certain point, at a certain age, I do blame them. When are they going to take control of their life? When are they going to stop believing in this nonsense that their parents, their grandparents, their friends and family have tried to push onto them and force them to believe, oh no, we're not meant to do that. We can't do that. They have this victim mentality that they can never become something great, or they could never do something great, or it simply comes down to neglect. Their grandparents or their parents never taught them they can do whatever they put their mind to. And then all of a sudden, they get motivation. They find their purpose, whether it be on YouTube, YouTube, whatever the case may be. And now their friends and family start hating on them because they're an outcast. They think differently. They're more optimistic. When you start having these conversations with people, why they're not achieving their dreams or why they're not chasing after what they really want, you'd be surprised the answers that they'll give you. More than likely, it's because they don't think they can achieve it, or they think they're too fucking cool for school and don't need to. For some reason, it's considered uncool to try hard and do whatever it is that you really want. Just think about it. Back in high school, if somebody was making a YouTube channel, everybody would think this person's so full of it. They think they're all that. They think they're gonna make it. They think that they're important for some reason. But who cares? Who cares what those other people believe? Who cares what your own thoughts think about yourself? Stop doubting yourself. Just do it. If you have love for it, if you have passion for it, if you can see yourself doing it and doing whatever it takes in order to achieve what you want, then do it. And you need to do it now. Unfortunately, a lot of you are not gonna make it because you don't have it. You don't have what it takes in order to succeed. You're too caught up in comfortability and being docile, submissive, and taking the path of least resistance. And trust me, watching videos like this is not gonna make you do the work any faster or any more than if you just turned off your phone and got to work.
What was really your work ethic like, and for how long did you stay disciplined?
Well, I mean, every day. I mean, since 20 years, it's an everyday process and trying to figure out strengths and weaknesses. For example, jumping ability. Man, my vertical was a 40, wasn't a 46 or 45. My hands are big, but they're not massive. Right? So you got to figure out ways to strengthen them so your hands are strong enough to be able to palm a ball and do the things that you need to do. Quickness, I was quick, but not insanely quick. I was fast, but not ridiculously fast. Right? So I had to rely on skill a lot more. I had to rely on angles a lot more. I had to study the game a lot more. And but I enjoyed it though. So like from the time I can remember when I started watching the game, I studied the game and it just never changed.
You really want to know how to 10x your productivity? You really want to know a secret that's going to get you to the moon and back and achieve all the things that you ever envisioned, getting the girls, getting the money, getting the cars, living in a penthouse in the sky? Simply do the damn work. Stop trying to find motivation. That's the biggest setback that I see within this self-improvement space, especially on social media and YouTube, is the fact that we keep masturbating to this idea that we need motivation in order to do the work. No, just do the damn work. You know why you feel like you need motivation in order to get started? You know why you feel like you need that jump start? Is because your emotions are in it. Take your emotions out of the work. Just do the damn work. Get the result that you're looking for. Stop putting your emotions into it. Stop doing shit when you feel like doing it. No. Just do the work. Take the emotions out. You know you have to do it. You know you'll become a better person if you do it. So why aren't you doing it? Because you're trying to feed your emotions into the situation and you want to feel like doing it, when in all reality, that's just not going to work. For the majority of people, this is going to be the reality. Like I said before, for those people who enjoy going to school, for those people who enjoy playing certain sports, or they enjoy playing video games or whatever their hobby is, and they're willing to excel at it and become top tier professional, their emotions are out of it. At a certain point, it's just them having the love for whatever it is that they're doing. Yes, they may face setbacks, difficult times, and they may even have days where they don't want to do it, but they love it so much that they're going to continue and do it. But for the rest of us, we have to actually put some effort into some things. I went to college for information systems, basically having to do with computers. For some people in the coding class, learning Python, that was their dream. They had the answer every time the professor asked. For people like me, I found out later that's not what I wanted to do. This is boring. I had no passion for it. And I realized at a certain point, I'm not gonna put my all into this. I'm not gonna try my very hardest in order to excel at this and even get a career in information systems, pen testing, or whatever. I still graduated with that degree, but all of a sudden it's a waste now. Because now I realize that's not what I was cut out to do. That's not my purpose and passion. I was not willing to grind every single moment of every single day in order to get better and outshine those other people that are my competition. I am a big believer that you need to chase down your purpose and passion, because you will be that much more willing to put in all the effort, all the focus into achieving that and outshining your competition.
What's the least amount of sleep you played a game on?
No
Is
sleep.
there a story where it's like, no one knows about, where you went and played a game and it was so insane for whatever reasons?
No sleep.
You played a game with zero sleep.
Zero sleep. Zero sleep. It's like, kids, Natalia had a certain, health situation, what have you, and you're staying up all night, and then you got to go out and perform because fans don't know, teammates don't know, nor do they care, nor should they, that you've been up all night. You got to perform. Like I see a lot of players take vacations with other players that are close friends, and they'll just take vacations just to take vacations, or just hang out just to hang out. Like I never did that.
Why not? Why didn't you do that?
Well, because when I retire, I didn't want to have to say, I wish I would have done more.
One thing that I realized in my life after graduating college, losing over 50 pounds twice just by simply working out and eating right, not getting Ozempic or some type of surgery, and even after becoming a YouTube partner, is the fact that nobody cares about your struggle. Nobody cares about how hard you worked and how many times you failed. All they care about is the results and whether or not you cheated. This world is so lazy that they automatically think and believe in order to be successful, you must have cheated. The fact that you have a Fortune 500 company, you must have cheated. He must have used cheap labor, or he must have took advantage of his workers. He probably scammed somebody for that. Or even when it comes down to losing weight, they probably use Ozempic. He probably got a gastric bypass or some type of surgery to lose weight. Or the only way he got that physique is because he must have used steroids instead of just putting in the damn work. Nobody wants to believe that people could just put in the damn work and get the result that they're looking for, because so many people are lazy and they want a shortcut. They think their life is so great already that they need a shortcut in order to speed up the process of getting their success. How ridiculous is that? And don't get me wrong, some people do live by this ideology. They really want shortcuts so they can really bask in the glory and fame of whatever it is that they accomplished. Perfect example is BBLs. Women are willing to get a surgery that has a high mortality rate just for the aesthetic of having a fat butt, when instead they could have just spent that time, saved all the money, and just went to the gym, ate right, and developed their glutes naturally. But for some women, that's just too much. That's just asking way too much of them. So ignore the naysayers. Stop listening to people who think that you cheated anyway. They think you took a shortcut anyway. They think in order to get that physique or in order to make this money that you're scamming somebody, or that you're taking steroids, or that you have no life and that you're mentally disordered or you're deranged because you're so infatuated and obsessed with your visions and goals. They don't care. All they look at is the fact that you have the money, you have the cars, you have the status. That's all they care about, really. And they will try to knock you down for that by making up rumors or thinking that you took a shortcut, when in all reality, they're just projecting their own limits onto you. People hate this idea that other people can be successful, that other people don't have the mental blockage that they have. People hate that, and they will make and cope any type of excuse in their head in order to understand why they're not as successful as you are.
There's a quote from one of my English teachers at Lower Merion named Mr. Fisk. He had a great quote that said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And that's something I always live by. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
If you were to take one thing from this video, just remember, stop worrying about the small things and focus on the important things. Do the actual work. Cold plunges, red light therapy, getting in the sauna is not going to help you build and grow to where you need to be unless you're focusing on your physique and getting healthy. But if you're trying to make money out here, you're trying to start a YouTube channel, you're trying to start a business, I'm telling you right now, those things are minuscule in growth compared to the tasks that are required in order to build that business or start that YouTube channel or whatever it is that you're working towards. And the reason why I know is because I experienced it myself. I thought at some point in my life that going to the gym was going to help better me when it comes to building my brand and expanding my YouTube channel. I got so wrapped up in that belief that I started just going to the gym every single day and putting off working on my YouTube channel. And I used to feel accomplished after getting back from the gym, and I said, I'm too tired. I don't want to work on my channel right now. When in all reality, I was putting no work and having no growth in the YouTube channel. Sometimes you get wrapped up with other goals and other things that you're trying to succeed in, where that starts taking precedence over the things that you actually want. Working out is not making me any type of money. Working out is not making me feel fulfilled in whatever it is that I'm trying to do business-wise. So the biggest goal or the biggest dream that you have, you need to be working towards that every single day. That should be your first priority. Not to go cut the grass, not to go to the gym, not to do this and that, not to have a girlfriend, not to distract yourself with all these other things and make yourself feel as if you're working towards the end goal when you're really not. Let's focus a good 2-3 hours on the priority, on the big goal, on the main dream, and then we can do all the other smaller stuff like go to the gym, get a partner or whatever later on. But for right now, first thing in the morning, you should be focusing and drilling in that main goal, that main dream. What are you really trying to accomplish? Give your all to that first thing in the morning. And remember, just do the work. You're not gonna like it. No matter what, you're not gonna like it. But if this is your true passion, if this is your true purpose that you found, eventually it will come around. But as of right now, just on the day-to-day task, the day-to-day BS, you're not gonna like it. Literally take one day at a time. Focus on the current goal, the current hour. That's why you need to create a routine. That's why you need to create a schedule. Whatever you have to do within the next hour, only focus on that. Be present in the moment. Of course, work out every single day that you can, but don't let that be your main priority, where you're more concerned about going to the gym and working out than actually working on your business or whatever other goal that's more important than that. Same thing when it comes to finding a partner. Don't worry about girls right now. And if you're a girl watching this, don't worry about dudes right now. That's the last thing that should be on your mind. Right now, you should be focused on self-improvement and getting better. You are not mentally and probably not physically ready or prepared to have a partner. So don't worry about that right now. Focus on getting better. If you want to work with me one-on-one and have an accountability partner, hit the first link down below in the description. That will take you to my free coaching consultation and we'll hash it out. We'll see what you need to do. We'll see what you've done already. I am also building a community where like-minded people just like us can build resilient and even stronger minds together and collaborate and grow. I'm still building the community and I'm wondering whether I should do it on Discord or School or some type of platform. I don't know yet. It's in development, so if you have an idea or a suggestion, please hit my line, let me know. I want to build this together. I want to build this with people who actually want more for themselves and are willing to do anything and everything to get there. Great minds think alike, and that's what we need in this world. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.